Itches in a mash. Wrist on me, me rock them diamonds on me dancing. When you working hard, then your money start expanding. I got model bitches wanna lick me like some candy.
What is up, party people? It is your boy Sterling Ardrey back with another one. Today we're doing the Trash Talk podcast, and I have a very special guest. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
What the fuck is good? It's Andre. What's poppin'? You gotta give me the intro, nigga.
My fault. All right, so way back when I did a semester at St. John's University in Queens, New York, and I met this guy, Andre. We hit it off immediately. We hooped. We played video games.
We smoked
We smoked weed. Yeah, we went into the city
on
together.
campus.
we were bad kids, but it was a great vibe. And since then, we've always stayed in touch. And he's been a homie, and I love this guy. And hopefully, he's gonna come out to LA soon. So yeah, this is Andre. So tell him where you from. Tell him what you repping. What set you on?
I fucking strictly repping Blood Gang.
So what?
I'm from fucking Poughkeepsie, New York. It's like an hour and a half north of New York City. It's the perfect combination of like seeing cows and buildings and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. My dad's from Chicago, so I'm a Bulls fan. We lost to the fucking Knicks last night, so I'm depressed. You already know what the fuck's going on.
You know the vibes.
And then yeah, man, just Chicago everything. You know the fucking vibes. Shout out to the 16. Shout out to the fucking shitty ass Bears. Fuck you, I'm a Notre Dame fan. You know the fucking vibes.
Hey. You know what? All right, fair enough. If that's how it's gonna be, that's how it's gonna be. But first,
horrible.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
All right. First, let's start off because we're going to primarily talk about the NBA. We can't get into the USC Notre Dame rivalry, but we're going to get into that later. Let's go ahead. You want to start off with the Warriors?
Yeah, man.
There's a trending topic.
You basically, I believe Draymond. I think they suck.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's kind of funny that people are so surprised by it. I mean, I think that's the thing is that for what is it, 6 to 5 years, everybody was complaining, oh, they all they do is just win, oh, they're the best. And then the second that they get bad, and everybody's like, wow, what happened? It's just like there's no middle ground. You know, you can never satisfy everybody. And
part of that is like what happens with dynasties. No, like I don't, because I'm trying to like. I mean,
if you compare
to any other sport, like they're not like the Patriots,
right?
But like, I don't remember when like the Spurs were like good as fuck, and then like people kind of hated them, and then they lost for a couple of years, and they became really likable, and then everybody rooted for them when they played the Heat. Like everybody wanted them to win when they beat the Heat.
But that's just because people was hating on LeBron, though. You know.
Yeah, so like, I think. First of all, I'm not surprised. Like, if you look at the roster, this nigga Jordan Poole is like getting like minutes. Like they're bad.
For sure.
But like, I don't know. Like, it's just, I think what people are like shocked at is like, oh, it's just the Warriors. Like they've made it to the finals 5 years in a row. There's no way they'll even miss the playoffs. But like, I think that is like a very, very real possibility. Like I look at the West and like it's gonna be the West is the West every fucking year. That's just the way it's been like for the majority of our lives. So
and it literally got better.
Yeah, like it got fucking good. So I think wins are gonna. The records in the West and the East will look a lot similar this year. That's what I think.
Similar? What? Wait, at the top or in the middle?
I think like the East, the records are the way they are because everyone's trash, so nobody gets that many wins. But nobody's gonna. I think like the records in the West, they're just gonna be hard to come by. So like,
I get you.
A team with like 40 wins for like a team that's like barely over 500, they're gonna get in probably, maybe. I don't think the Warriors can get to 40 wins. Like I don't think they're gonna make the playoffs, and that is I think to some degree, even though like we're both not surprised that they're not making it, I think what's shocking is like how bad they actually are. Like,
yeah, I mean, well, that's just what do they say in football? It's any given Sunday. Right now in the NBA, it's like any given Tuesday, Friday, Sunday night when you play, you could take an L because the league is deep. Everybody feels like they have a chance, and the Warriors don't have their best talent, especially defensively. So they're vulnerable to give up transition points. They're vulnerable to give up shots at the rim because they don't have any rim protectors.
Yeah,
And then the defense can just double, triple throw as many bodies as they want at Steph Curry because he's their only real offensive threat to
and
really
he's
change
yeah, like
the dynamic of the game. Yeah.
and like all everybody's talking about like I'll like I think a lot of people in Northern California, like really Golden State fans, are like, oh, he can carry a team like James, like he can carry a team like James. First of all,
Nah, not even close.
first of
No.
all, no.
Mm.
James Harden, like while they're both all-time greats in their own like rights, first of all, James has a better team, so you're
Yeah,
comparing different things. Also, he scores in ways that Steph can't, specifically like getting to the line like that.
yeah,
Also, he like gets to the rim with more power. Like he like the dude like James is a big ass nigga. Like
yeah, and he's got that upper body strength. And that's
he's got
the
that fucking gut. Like that
yeah.
he's
He's got some girth.
oh,
He got that
he's like
junk in the trunk. No pause,
my
but
son. No, he's not a super pause. My son's got a fat ass. Straight up. He gets to the cup. Like
yeah,
I just think like Steph's it's too much of a finesse game to be like effective enough to really carry a squad. And I think asking a dude like that
yeah,
who like I mean, let's be honest, he's like he is a superstar, but he's a very injury prone superstar. Like he gets hurt every year and there'll be a
without a
10
doubt.
game stretch where like he just will not play a fucking minute.
Yeah.
And you're looking at D'Lo then carrying a team and
Mm,
I mean, to be fair, like he kind of did that in Brooklyn, but again, like they had pieces and just kind of worked. It's
yeah.
just they fucking suck. Like
They
Draymond's
do.
right.
Yeah.
It's
No, they
like
do.
I wasn't as much of a Warriors hater as like a lot of other people were because I honestly like when you got past all that, it was really fucking fun to watch them, and it just isn't anymore. Like,
Yeah, it was great team basketball. They hustled. They did play defense, but when you literally lose half of your roster as far as KD, Klay Thompson, and then all your role players, Iguodala, Livingston, and then you definitely don't have a big man, it's
uh,
like you are a rebuilding team. That's you really
well,
are.
that's
That
the thing.
people just didn't understand that.
I think this is a year you just kind of like mortgage and like you kind of just say like fuck it, let's take a step back, retool. Like what the fuck? Literally what the Spurs did.
Yeah.
Like in the I don't know. I
Well,
mean,
the
the
Spurs kind of had that thing where it was like,
that,
what,
that was,
every other year they would try to be good and make a real playoff push, right? That was kind of
yeah.
like their MO because it's like, all right, we don't need to wear out our superstars. So do you think, conspiracy theory, hear me out, the Warriors should, like you said, we all know that Steph Curry's going to get injured. So let's
Uh-huh,
just say, oh, he rolls his ankle, and then they're like, ooh, you know what, it's a bad sprain. Just sit him out for the last 30 games, no reason to wear him out, and then just try to come back fully charged next year with Thompson, with Curry, and then try to trade D'Lo and try to fill out the rest of their roster.
uh-huh.
You think that's
I
a viable
think
option?
I think well, my whole thing is like my conspiracy theory for the Warriors is that they're gonna tank. They're gonna tank.
Oh, okay.
They're fucking probably in the off season gonna try to trade D'Lo, see what they can get back. I mean, probably a
Yeah.
big guy. And then depending on where they are in the lottery, which is
Mm.
fucking insane, we're talking about the Warriors being a lottery team in this year's draft.
Yeah. Yeah.
Get fucking LaMelo Ball.
No.
Get LaMelo Ball.
Wait. As a
Bring
New
it up.
Yorker, as a New Yorker, you don't want him to go to the Knicks? Doesn't that like that's like
As a Bulls fan, I want him to go to the. I would love LaMelo to run point in Chicago, even though I kind of like Kobe White, and we'll get to that.
all
But
right.
like, I think I really think because there's no reason to rush Clay back. I really don't think like
Nah. He's done
he's
for the year.
he's 30. Like, just fucking let him rock. Let him
Yeah.
fuck Instagram model. And let him
Let him rock his hat over his ears.
let him get his dick wet in Ibiza,
That
like during All
that's your
Star
man.
break.
He's putting on for the light skins.
My
He rocks
son,
his hat over his ears.
I'm growing my hair back out for him. Like I'm letting the curls drip all fucking spring. I just think like yeah, like honestly, like I think next year they're gonna get a guard in the fuck like whether it be LaMelo or
Yeah.
like I think Cole Anthony would be fucking awesome in
Oh,
Golden State. Um, but I think like I don't know, they gotta really and they need a big and they need to get younger at guard. And
younger at guard?
yeah, because fucking like Steph is what like 32 or something. How old is Steph?
I want to say he's 31, 32.
All right, he's 31, 32. His body
Yeah,
41, 42. So
that's
that's like
them ankles for sure, without a
then
doubt.
like and he can't defend. Wouldn't you love to see I really honestly like Cole Anthony. I hope he's not gonna go fucking that high in the draft just so he falls to the Warriors and like
Yeah,
get to learn under Steph and like become an even better shooter than he already is and like combined with his explosiveness and he's a good defender like just I don't know, that's my dream for like to see that kid's NBA career grow. But
okay,
I think like I think that's what the Warriors should do is just kind of like sit back, retool, get a
hmm
guard in the lottery, get a big man later,
yeah.
pick up Bol from the G League. Um,
You're the only
and
one I know that rides the
all right in
Bobo.
the future. Make a finals run next year.
Yeah, yeah. No, that completely makes sense. There's no reason to risk the next 5 years of a potential, I wouldn't say dynasty, but just to make good playoff runs for this 1 year. You just came off of a tough finals loss due to injuries. Retool, get
Oh,
healthy.
do you think after like I'm not happy or sad like because I like that Toronto won
Yeah.
kind of, but they like it feels a lot like the Warriors just lost. Like
Yeah, no. Definitely the Warriors lost more so than the Raptors won. And it's injuries. I mean, that's the nature of sports, is like you play what you got. Like you can't really make excuses as much as,
last year,
I'm
that was
I,
fucking like graveyard, man. Everybody got injured.
yeah, it was bodies left and right. It was
That
bad.
shit was like the fucking Gulf War. Like you like niggas were dying.
My leg, my leg.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Like oh man, that was wild. But yeah. Go continue.
Yeah, but fuck, I forgot the point I was trying to make. Oh, but yeah, just like you said, it may be unique this year to see them in the lottery, but let's think they haven't had a top 20 pick in how many years?
Forever.
So it's
Well,
like
were there a couple years that they like finesse trades?
yeah, but think about that though. Then you got to give away something. At least when you
Yeah.
get a lottery pick, it's like okay, it was just your record that got you that pick, so it wasn't really
I
anything.
think in a lot of ways I think this cuz I mean in the same way that like some of their championships might have asterisks, the Raptors championship might have an asterisk. I think like
Yeah.
this season for the Warriors has an asterisk. Like people left, people retired, people are hurt. Like they're missing the playoffs, but it's not without good reason. Like if this happened to any team, this would like regardless of coaching or whatever superstars you have on the squad.
Wait, hang on. You bring up a good point right there, right there. So as
Yeah.
far as coaching, a lot of people, I won't say a lot of people, there are people that assume, okay, it was easy for Steve Kerr to be successful because he took over Mark Jackson's setup with the Warriors' current roster and he just changed by adding Draymond Green into the starting lineup and a few other things. If he's not able to, let's say, pull off just like a round of, I would say a 40-win season for the Warriors, does that also contribute to how good of a coach he is? Because if he was quote unquote, getting the praise as being one of the greatest coaches of all time for having the best 5-year run, but then the moment that his team takes a back step in their talent that they can't even win any games, is that also a show of how good of a coach he really is?
No, I just think it's like what if you tossed Phil Jackson into this fire where like let's say the Bulls played a fucking year without Scotty,
Yeah.
like
But they would still go to the playoffs. I'm pretty sure Phil Jackson, if you gave him Michael and a role of players that were built around what Michael does best, he could
I
get
mean
you
it's just
to the
like
playoffs.
they're just so depleted. I don't look. those 5 years were those 5 years, and like I don't know, they beat other all time great teams. Like it's not like the Cavs
Who?
rolled.
Who? What all-time great team did they
I
beat?
the uh
And where?
fuck. No, I guess not really. But like the
No.
Cavs were like historically good at 3-point shooting, and like they were 1-2 like all year long at 3-point shooting. In like fucking I don't know, one of the years, like 2016 probably,
Yeah,
when they
but
won.
that wasn't really like they were percentage-wise. I think they were just if you put up 30 attempts, like you should hopefully get 13 of them hoes to
I just think
drop.
like I don't know. I mean, as I don't think it fucks his legacy up that much that they'll fuck this one season up because we don't know what the future holds. One, and we
That's true.
don't. I think like you have to credit him for like managing superstars in this like world, like having KD, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green on your team cannot be fucking easy.
No,
And like,
clearly not with KD. I think that dude was the the spark that ignited the flame as far as it just seems like the emotional turmoil in the organization because it seemed like
I,
that's where all the disagreements started once his free agency talk came up.
but even with that, they made a fucking finals run. Like, and
I mean,
like,
you should. You got two MVPs, two of the greatest shooters of all time. You
I
got
mean,
one of
it's
the
just,
best. Like,
I mean, it's a conversation. But I don't know how bad. I don't know. He is a good fucking coach, though. I mean, you don't just like you. It's not like you can just win when you have all the pieces. Like they have to fit together. You have like, and the coach makes that happen. I think like I think he's. I don't know if anyone is on like Phil Jackson's level. He's or Pops even because like
yeah,
Pop has kind of done it just like his way with whoever he has, and like he's made the playoffs as long as we've been alive. And like
crazy.
when you sit back and digest that, it's fucking insane because like
Yeah,
all of the superstars, like his superstars retire, they get old, like they're just
yeah,
like the Spurs always make the playoffs. That just happens every fucking year.
yeah,
So I think I think Kerr is like on that second tier of like all time coaches next to like maybe um fucking what's the old dude who
oh,
is
dude.
Heat?
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Gray nigga, slick back
Yeah,
hair.
yeah,
Super
yeah. Uh, hang on, I'm gonna look it up
Google
right
the
now.
shit.
Damn, what's his name?
Nah, we'll have this dead air until we find out his name. Fuck you.
Fuck, what's his name? I got his picture right here. I can't fucking.
Ah,
Uh, but yeah,
yeah. No, wait, we got
Pat Riley. There we go.
yeah, Pat Riley. Like I think like Pat Riley's obviously a fucking legendary coach, but then nigga just like I don't know,
Yeah,
he didn't do shit with the Knicks, didn't do shit in the Heat those last couple of years. Like he only won in LA.
yeah. Well, I
And
mean, he did. Like I guess, like you said, from a coaching standpoint, he didn't do anything with the Heat. But as far as a GM, he was able to put together a championship run.
well, yeah, but I'm saying like like I think Kerr falls into like that second tier of like legendary coaches of like oh yeah like all these where I think like Doc Rivers kind of is
Mm.
like or
Wait, whoa, Doc Rivers? No, no. The only reason I would kind of disagree is
because
just
if
because I feel like
we're
Doc Rivers can do more with less.
talking like I, I think like Eric Spoelstra's in there too. Like that kind of legendary coach. I think he's there. And
Okay.
then you have like on top of that tier, fucking Phil Jackson and Pop and like probably some other nigga. But
Yeah.
like like I think that's how I would equate it because I think when you win 3 rings, you win 3 rings, and when you make it to the finals 5 times, you make it to the finals 5 times. Like your legacy's kind of set in stone, at
Yeah.
least in for those 5 years. And again, like 2020 for the Warriors, probably more likely than not will look a lot like we'll look a lot different in 2019. We'll just say that.
Big facts. Big facts. All right. Perfect. All right. You want to go ahead and take it over to? Should we go to the Chi-Town or should we take them down to Santa Monica to
Shit,
310?
let's talk about your fucking
The Lake
your
Show. I got you.
let's
All
talk about
right.
the fucking lake show.
So, opening night, I saw a lot of people coming with that smoke, that energy on
Mm-hmm.
Twitter, on IG, just coming at my man's head top. LeBron, you was talking about this is gonna be your revenge, redemption. It's like, relax. It's one game. But at the end of the day, my team is currently 2-1. It's early in the season. We're looking
Uh-huh.
good. The one thing I don't like is they're playing at a very slow pace with LeBron at the one.
Yeah.
But we're getting our shooters open shots, which is the way it should be. I don't know whoever thought let's build a team around LeBron that's not built with shooters. That was a wasted year last year. AD is gonna do what AD does. But I think even when Rondo comes back, when Anthony Davis and Rondo were on the Pelicans, they were playing at a fast pace.
Oh my god, I love Rondo in the playoffs.
Exactly.
Like playoff Rondo is the most like you can't put a value on that. You just kind of need that.
He's a hood legend, honestly. He's like that nigga at the park that just
Rajon Rondo,
got
you
that
can suck
ugly
my
jump shot, but
dick.
banks that shit in. But yeah, I'm looking forward to see what the Lakers do. The West is, as we both know, is going to be tough. Honestly, I would be happy with a top 4 finish. I think I think they do need home court
I think
advantage.
that's fair.
Yeah, I just think they're a little older of a team, and if they can at least get 1 to 2 wins at home to start off a series, that'll put them in the driver's seat to do well. Yeah,
I think two things that will hurt them long term. Probably like I mean depth, obviously, but specifically like big man depth.
you think that's
I
gonna hurt
think
them?
because they don't really have a lot of it, right?
What?
Like
No, come on. We've got JaVale, we've got AD, we've got Dwight Howard, and then once we get Kuzma
I
back,
will say, okay, I will say this: through 3 games, Dwight Howard, fucking incredible.
exactly. I mean, he did stick
Look,
a finger
fucking
in a booty
incredible.
hole.
But
He did
my
stick a
question
finger in a booty
is
hole.
that sustainable?
You said what?
What'd you say?
He did. I was just saying he did stick a finger in a booty. Like,
Well, whom of us has not? You know,
I've never done it on national TV. I will say that I've never.
I like how Dwight is really trying. Like he looks like he's really fucking trying.
Yeah,
Um, JaVale's JaVale. He's fucking transformed himself from a wild ass light skinned nigga who
goofy.
was just on the free throw line to like a really good NBA center, a really good fucking incredible rim protector,
Yeah,
great defender. What I mean like trading away Zubac
worst decision Magic made. Worst decision.
is like a really fucked up thing you guys did. Because you would absolutely. I think you guys would be cash with that right now. Because you didn't get what you fucking got nothing in return for him, pretty
Yeah, we
much.
got the dude that we sent to New York, Bullock or whatever his name was.
Yeah,
Yeah,
fucking absolutely insane.
yeah.
That Magic. That's one of the worst things that has ever happened. But I think not having that kind of like center depth. Also, like I don't know what his cousin's going to be when he comes back. How long is Dwight going to hold up? Like it's just can
Yeah.
JaVale handle this kind of fucking low depth? How often do you want to play small with fucking? Even though I mean it's not small, but like how often do you want to play with AD at the 5? Like it's just those things I think hurt you guys, and I think guard depth hurts you guys because like
Yeah.
I mean who the fuck do you have at
Yeah.
guard? Like Rondo, Avery Bradley, fucking
Quinn Cook.
like
Yeah.
Ron playing point. Like it's just like those two positions specifically are like where you guys are the weakest, I think. But I think when Kuz comes back, he's gonna be Kuz. I think he'll probably take a step forward. Hopefully,
Yeah.
I'd like to see him take a step forward. But I think a top 4 finish. You've been very realistic about it. I thought you were gonna be bashful and say you guys are better than the Clippers.
Nah, because honestly, they play defense at a way higher clip, and
Yeah,
the honestly, Kawhi is that nigga right now. He can get any shot he wants in the mid range, coming off
bro.
screens. He's just too strong, and he's always on balance.
They
So
don't even have
we don't they don't have PG yet. They still don't have PG yet. So it's like,
Paul yet, bro.
oh man, it's gonna be scary, honestly.
Like, cause I was thinking about like, man, yeah, this year's really wide open. Then I saw what the fucking Clippers did to the Warriors, and I was like, damn,
Jeez, yeah,
it's not wide open. Like I know we keep coming back to the point. Oh yeah, just 3 games in, but
yeah.
they look fucking good.
No, you can definitely tell when a team, even if it's early in the season, what teams are already in rhythm, and the Clippers hit the ground running. They're in rhythm. They're bench, the talent. Montrez, Lou Williams came back like they haven't missed a step, and like once they add Paul George, it's gonna be
It's
scary.
fucking over for everyone.
It is.
I will say this though. Shout out to Devin Booker, light skin king, for just fucking them one time
Yeah,
in Phoenix.
had to. They was waving at him when they fouled out Pat. Why they gonna tell him like that?
I love yo
His energy is. I love it. I love it. You need somebody like
Pat Bev's energy this year, like that real ashy dark skinned nigga. Like yo, like Pat Bev's butt stinks. That's how good he is at defense. He's the nigga whose butt stinks at the park.
He's a musty. He's a musty. He's a musty.
My son is on the ball. He's fucking good, bro.
Yeah.
I think dark horse for defensive player of the year. He's got that in him.
No, without a doubt. And especially now that he's got the backup of knowing that he's got help if he just sends them to Paul George or Kawhi. So that means he's just gonna sit in that chair and really get up
Like,
on the
fucking
perimeter.
like just go all out on the ball. Like it's man.
Exactly.
This Clippers team is fucking like they have potential to be an all-time great team, I think.
Yeah.
And what like as a franchise, just to fucking do that after what they went through, like and like completely rebrand yourself, like I'm shout out to Steve Ballmer, you fucking nerd. Like
Yo,
honestly, it's so fire.
he be out the Molly during games, bro. Oh,
bro,
man.
he's one of the few white dudes who I'd be like down to chill with.
He can come to the cookout. You know, Paul George invited him on a fishing trip. They're kicking it.
For sure.
They gonna
Steve
drink.
Ballmer is there with a fucking Windows computer, not knowing how to use it.
You know, he probably got some Henny. You know, he probably sipped the Henny. He'll probably take a hit.
Ian J. He's drinking Ian J.
Oh, okay.
Steve Ballmer's drinking Ian J. I bet you Steve Ballmer's had sex with a black girl before.
Without a doubt. No child left behind. All right.
Oh my god! Wow. Yeah. You want to talk about the Clippers hitting the ground running? You and I have done that here today.
That's there's only one place that you're gonna get content like this. That's right here.
Facts.
All right. Should we take him to Shy?
I'm sad.
You know,
here's why I'm sad about the Shy.
Go ahead, take
We
it.
lost to the fucking Knicks last night, and our only win is against the defend. No, we lost to the Raptors. Never mind. I'm fucking dumb.
Damn.
We suck, man. We can't defend, but we're so good at offense. We're like really fucking good at offense. So I was like banging my chest on the gram. They're gonna make the playoffs. Fuck all of you. And then I'm sitting there opening night, and we fucking lose to Charlotte. And I'm like, I mean, it's night one. We'll be all right. It's night one.
Yeah.
And then we beat Memphis. So I'm like, yeah. Talk to me fucking nice.
But Memphis ain't really.
Then we lose by fucking 24 to Toronto at home. And then we lose. Hey, Bobby Portis, the fuck is going on, bruv? Good now? Hey, you're good now. And the Knicks beat us.
Yeah.
We're sitting here at 1-3 with, I think, a really fucking good offense. I think depending storyline so far, Otto Porter's bad at shooting threes, but it's early on in the year. I think he'll get a rhythm eventually.
You hope so.
But if the Bulls do not learn how to defend or fucking play help defense, at least at the guard level, they are fucked, and we're looking at another lottery pick, and I don't think we can even be an 8 seed in the East.
The thing that
And
confuses me about the Bulls is that, I mean, obviously they're a young team, but whose team is it? Like, statistically, it seems like it should be Zach Levine's team, but it's like Laurie's nice marking in. And then I don't know, like last year it seemed like they were trying to give Chris Dunn a run at point guard to see what he could do with the team. So
I
it's
think,
confusing.
well, Chris Dunn's fucking fighting for his life minutes wise
Yeah,
because Kobe White looks fucking real. And while I wanted Bol Bol with the 7th pick overall, I'm happy. I'm happy that we got fucking Kobe White. Shout out the hair. Good lord.
that's a good head of hair.
Shout
That
out.
really is.
Oh my lord. I bet you he has an issue with women pulling his hair when he eats pussy.
Without a
That
doubt.
has to be a problem.
They probably got a scrunchie for him. He's got to come ready.
Oh,
Throw it in a
he,
bun.
my son is the Troy Polamalu
He is.
of
Oh, he is. He is.
he does it with good hair and he gets in there aggressive. That's what I think.
That's
Uh,
straight fact.
I like Kobe White. I think I see like flashes of Derrick Rose with him, but
Whoa, my man.
well, no.
Did you
Hear me
say
out.
Derrick Rose? MVP, Derrick Rose,
Let me
jumping out the
finish.
gym, Derrick Rose, game
Co-
winner.
while Co- while Kobe White is not that athletic, he gets to the rim and finishes to me with like that same kind of acrobatic like ability, and also the dude can fucking light it up from outside
5, 3, and 2.
like way better than Derrick Rose ever
5,
has.
3, and 2. You know what that is? His stats against the
Uh,
Knicks: 5 points, 3 assists, 2 rebounds. Oh yeah, man, he's really lighting it up, huh? He's just taking the league
look
by
at
storm.
look at
Taking the league by storm.
the last he's not winning rookie of the year obviously, but like I think Kobe White has like I think he has like Rose-esque nights ahead of him, and I think
I'm just a
eventually at guard the team can become his. It just depends on how good he is defensively and how well he adjusts to like NBA shooting. But I think that's a good pick at 7. I really like. I haven't really loved what the Bulls have done draft wise the past couple of years, but I think he'll turn out solid.
I'm just
Identity
yeah.
wise, I truly have no fucking clue whose team this is because you look around and at every position they're kind of like loaded with young talent, but like who's gonna be the guy? Like I don't fucking know.
I mean,
I don't think Zach has the sack to be a leader. I think he's just like too laid back and not. I think leadership really comes from the defensive end more so than like leadership to me. I mean, when I played basketball, was like who am I looking to fucking get a stop here? Like that's what I
to get
felt a leader was like.
well, I want to say yes, but then it also nowadays it just seems like who you want to get that bucket at the end of the game, like games on the line, who would need it.
I mean, but that even okay, fair enough. But that too, who the fuck takes the last shot on this Bulls
It
team?
should be
Who?
Zach Levine. He's the best scorer on the team. He's the most dynamic scorer. He's the one that I would trust as far as if we need a 3, okay. If we need him to drive, okay. Like I want the ball in his hands.
I'd give it to Laurie though. Like as like the same reasons I'd give it to Laurie because he can get to the rim. He's the best rookie shooter of all time. Like he's like that's just a fact. And then he he's fucking 7 feet tall. Like I like it's just it's a weird team. It's definitely a weird team, but I think I don't know. They just need to find an identity defensively, and I don't know. They definitely probably need like Otto Porter and Zach Levine are on the same like superstar level to me, but they need like a leader, leader, and I think they lost that when they got rid of Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, well, I think
And
if you while as much as I love Jimmy Butler, I think if he's on any team, he's probably gonna alienate your young talent just because he's gonna push them harder than some of them are ready to be pushed. And
Well, okay, yes, but to that point, Karl Anthony Towns is a pussy.
no,
Let's
that's
just.
facts. That's off rip.
I think pains me to say,
Nah, but
fellow
he is.
Dominican.
He is.
Um, I just I he worked on the Bulls though. I mean, like I don't. They like
Well, because
were decent.
he got to inherit the team from Derrick Rose because once it was clear that
Yeah,
his knees couldn't hold up the weight of
I
that
don't know.
franchise,
Oh my
they
god,
needed Jimmy to.
the weight of a fucking civil case, the weight of a.
Whoa, hey, he got off, right? He got off.
Yeah, he got off, but my man literally admitted that he did not know what the word consent means.
That's
Like,
that's rough.
yeah, it's rough. But hey, he got off, fully exonerated. I think. Nah,
Yeah.
he had to pay money.
Okay.
I don't know. He scored 50 a year ago. Shout out to Derrick Rose.
That nigga nice.
Oh man, R.I.P. Kanye.
Oh yeah, Chicago taking L's left and right, bro. Back to back bad albums from Chance the Rapper and Kanye. Nah, you got to
rough.
answer for that. Come on, bro. What's up with your city?
Well, I have to answer for Kanye as a Chicago representative. Shit.
And Chance. Come on, bro. Same year.
Chance cheated. Chance cheated on his wife. Why would you make a song about how much you love your wife unless you cheated on her? That's a fact.
So it was all good. It was just for him to get good grace.
Rapper, horny bastard. That's your new name. Your new rap name is horny bastard. Chance. That's what I think.
I love my wife.
He fucked some other woman. I think he fucked some other woman, and he had felt the need to compensate for it.
Damn, that's bad.
And then I think, Kanye, L's. I'm not sad it's over. I'm happy it happened.
That's a good way to look at it, you know? Glass half full.
He passed the torch on to Lucky. Lucky dropped the same day.
He did. That's fire.
And that album was fire. You should check that out. Lucki, I believe is how it's spelled.
I'm on it, bro. I've been on it.
Spotify, it's your lucky day. My son sounds like a dark-skinned Playboy Cardi, and it's fucking. He sounds like Playboy Cardi and Chief Keef had a love child.
Ooh, perfect analogy.
And I love his music.
All off the top.
I don't know. Shotgun's undefeated. Fuck it.
Yeah.
No, we're not undefeated. We suck. We suck at basketball right now. I think.
Yo,
I don't
know. And then I saw the other day you guys are already burning Trubisky jerseys.
Oh, hey, yeah. Look, I defended that as long as I could. But yeah, my man's is not it. Because at the end of the day, he's always going to be. At the end of the day, he's always going to be the dude who we traded up to draft ahead of Mahomes and Watson. So that's indefensible.
Jeez.
Yeah, I don't really want to talk about football. Let's keep NBA basketball. The Bulls. I was talking about them being an 8 seed. I don't know. That's my point.
I mean, if we look at the standings right now, let me pull them up real quick. In the East, the only thing that I think is going to make it tough is because I did not expect Atlanta to have such a hot start right now. But
I think
because it's just every other team that's in there made it last year. I think outside of Miami, but you got at the top Philly, Toronto,
and Miami barely missed.
Yeah, so we got Philly, Toronto, Miami, Atlanta, Boston, Milwaukee, Detroit, Orlando. I doubt that Toronto is gonna stay in the top 8 the whole season just because.
I think they will actually.
Really? So you don't think Brooklyn can muster up a better record?
Apparently, fucking Kyrie's a lunatic. Did you see Bleacher Report? They had a post on Instagram. They were like, "Oh, Kyrie's mood swings are an unspoken problem that makes Brooklyn."
He didn't like the China trip. He was like wilding out or something.
Yeah, bipolar niggas in Brooklyn can't survive, bro. I think he's insane. I think Kyrie is literally insane.
Well, you know what? He's got the nicest handle for a crazy dude.
Oh, you're telling me what? I bet crazy dudes have good handles. Let's run down the list. AI, insane person. Jason Williams, crazy person.
Misunderstood. They're just misunderstood, you know? I think that's what
like Kanye. Yeah. But they're all so crazy.
I can see that.
I don't know. I think maybe, does Kyrie suck?
Nah, well,
Nah, he doesn't.
he doesn't suck. He just does.
What's the price you want to pay for
He's
crazy?
not a team player. I think that's what just people need to wrap their head around is that he wants to score 50 and he doesn't really care what you do. Like, yeah, you guys may be wearing the same jersey, but at the end of the day, he wants those points in his box score. So
Man, it's not gonna fucking work with him and KD, is it?
no, well, I don't know.
Is
Well,
it?
because that's the problem. If you give Kyrie a
Oh
whole,
my
if you
god,
give Kyrie a whole
wait.
season to be alpha and take all the shots at the end of the game, then we want to let KD come back off of an Achilles, like, are you just like first game, hey KD, like go be KD and try to get 30, or like ease himself back into it? So it's like
This is why the NBA is incredible because we're talking about 2020 storylines that are fucking like intriguing as shit.
it is like
I,
this is my favorite show on TV. It really is.
it is. Oh god, I just think like, oh my, what if, dude? Like, first of all, Kyrie, the fucking 30 for 30 about his career playing
Oh,
with LeBron and winning, and playing with KD and winning,
that's
and
gonna be an Oscar.
choosing.
That's gonna need an Oscar.
I'm just like, oh man, I don't know, because if you're like, yeah, you hated the Clippers and like you wanted out,
Yeah,
but like scoring fucking 7 points in 3 straight playoff games, that's like indefensible, right? Like you can't really do that to end your career anyway.
right.
So like, I don't. Was that a fucking mood swing? And then he scores 50 opening night. Like I don't like. I want to know who he is because I feel like we still don't know. I feel like we have no idea who this guy is.
That's true. I mean, from what I've gathered over the years, like
And I'm not
yeah,
talking like off the court. I'm saying like as a player. Like I really don't know who he is. Like I obviously he's a bucket
yeah,
getter and like he literally can win championships. But like, who the fuck are you? Like, because we like I know who Kawhi is. I know who AD is. I know who LeBron is. I know who KD is. I have no idea what Kawhi is. I mean,
Kyrie.
Kyrie.
Maybe that's the way he likes it. I in a weird way, I think he feeds off of being the outcast.
But like, what he like feigned it though. Like, why would you like? People loved him in fucking Cleveland. Like,
But he never
loved
loved
him.
Cleveland though.
But why would you like be a dick though? Just because that's what you like. That's the most like Shaquille-esque thing I've ever
Shaquille?
heard.
No, I think
Like,
it's Kobe. Think about it. Think about it. If what is he known for? Is that
well, no, I know, but I think like Shaquille kind of falls into that too
yeah,
because like it's like I want to be hated, but everybody like liked me.
yeah,
Everybody liked me. You know, like I want to hear your Kobe point because you grew up in LA during the fucking heat of
yeah.
his.
Well, I just think to be at a certain level of just greatness in sports, it takes a certain level of kind of like what's the term? You just got to be. I won't say a psychopath, but you got to be kind of like self-absorbed to a certain extent because that's what.
But they have
Yeah,
that. He doesn't have like that dual persona thing though. Like you know how like Magic talks about like there was Irvin and there was Magic with Kobe. It's like, oh, there's Kobe Bean and there's fucking the Black Mamba with
I mean, you got Kyrie and Uncle Drew. He's kind of got like his.
Uncle Drew is fucking awful. That's the worst.
Hey, I almost bought Pepsi.
How
I almost bought some Pepsi. I almost bought some.
I how bad is it that fucking 4 YouTube videos are better than an entire movie? Like, oh my fucking god. I wanted to like that movie so bad because it's like, oh yes, black people
Yeah.
everywhere. That movie was fucking horrible. It burnt my soul to a crisp. God, like if Space Jam 2 sucks, I'm hanging myself. That's off
Yeah,
top.
I don't
Like,
get why do they make these shitty movies for these NBA like didn't Kevin Durant have like a really bad movie like Thunderstruck? Yeah,
Thunderstruck, that shit was
like
trash.
what's with all these NBA athletes getting these terrible movies? Like I just don't get it. I really
Shit, I mean,
it's
listen,
bad,
NBA doesn't test the season for drugs, so I bet you all of them were high,
probably
and they were like, "Fuck it, yeah, I need a check right now." So
coming in.
I don't know, man. I'm worried. I'm worried about Brooklyn. I'm worried about Brooklyn the same way I'm worried about the Rockets, even though I think they could both win championships right now.
I would say the Rockets, if anything, have surpassed any of the negative stipulations they're going to put on Russell Westbrook because he's hustling out there. My dudes are technically averaging a triple double. Like if
Well, again,
If James Harden starts hitting some threes, that team's going deep in the playoffs.
I think they're still honeymooning. I think they're still like. I've never been in a relationship, but I mean, you've broken up and gotten back together with girls before, correct?
Getting back is, I ran through, I ran back, when
Yeah, I'm saying like after you get back together, there's like that honeymoon phase where you're like
yeah,
how you I think we're still going through that.
yeah.
I want to see the Rockets at game fucking 50. I want to see them.
After they go on
I
like a
want to see
3-game losing streak,
right
like
after the All Star break. I want to see what it looks like after they've like fucking lived together.
I
Like
get
I want
you.
to see that because like that's another one of those things where like yeah, it fucking was incredible in OKC
Yeah,
and
they're
like
just trying to
what could
recapture that. Yeah,
and like what is it going to be like when we saw Russ with just KD, now we're seeing Russ with just Harden, and they're two completely different players than they were back then, but like what what is going on? Like I want to know what it looks like later in the season. And also like I think Russ is the point guard D'Antoni has always wanted but never had, and I think
really.
like
Russ over Harden?
yeah, I mean Harden isn't a point guard.
No, but I just
Like
mean as far as fitting the system is being able to play at that pace and just get up shots.
I
Like,
think fitting the system, what gets D'Antoni's dick harder than a point guard who can rebound, run up the floor, and score in 3 seconds?
I mean, Harden does all that stuff too.
But a point guard, though.
Fair enough. I mean, well, Russell Westbrook's not a real point guard.
He's not.
I don't.
I mean, yeah, he's obviously not a real point guard. The nigga's like insane. Like, he's fucking crazy good. But I don't know who would. I don't know. I just want to see. I just want to see them late in the year. I don't know how good. Damn, I want to talk about all these fucking teams. We said we were gonna try to keep it under 30. It's fucking 47, dog.
Bro, we can hit an hour. It's they're here for the good time,
I'm trying to hit an hour, dog. I think who's your rookie of the year?
Rookie of the year off top, Ja Morant.
Facts.
Got
I was
him on
about
my
to say.
fantasy team. He's cooking. He blocked Kyrie. You don't want no smoke with Ja.
Bro,
he was wearing his shoes. He was wearing the Kobe's that night.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think Memphis is like sneaky, like a perfect fucking like Memphis is fun.
Yeah.
Memphis is a fun fucking team, bro. They're gonna be bad, but they're so fun.
They're good to
watch. Also, Triple J is fucking good as shit.
Yeah.
I think I don't know. I think they're like one pick away from being like a fucking team in the West that you have to start thinking about.
Yeah, pick or just a good move during offseason.
Yeah, great. Yeah. Yo, the Kings, what the fuck is good?
Well, when you got Luke Walton running the show, I expect nothing.
Certified rapist. Yeah. I believe all women. I think my dude.
You come out and start the season like that, you guilty.
0-4. Yeah. That's a real guilt.
Yep.
Because we were talking about the Kings, man, 8 or 7 or 8.
Yep.
We're talking everybody 6 through 8. We're looking at the Kings in the playoffs in the West, but I don't know. But again, just super fucking early. Because I mean, you want to talk about the West being crazy? The fucking Timberwolves are 3-0.
I know, right? Like, is this finally the year that you think Cat lives up to the expectations?
I mean, is there a better city in America to be a fucking loser than Minnesota?
Why are you hating on the Midwest so much?
I just fucking hate the Timberwolves.
Damn. What'd they do to you? You wasn't a KD fan back in the day?
They took all my favorite things about the Bulls from the mid-2000s.
Oh.
Okay. They took Dang away from me. They took fucking... they took everybody, nigga.
I mean... They didn't do nothing with it though, so it's not like they were any success. They didn't do it.
Yeah. I don't have anything against. Okay, I have the only thing I have against the Timberwolves is Karl Anthony Towns, giving way to the theory that Dominican men are trash. I don't like that he has not been an ally for us. I also don't like that he, to Jimmy Butler's defense, was an actual vagina last year. Do
Yeah,
you have like, seriously, I want to know, like, just straight up,
yeah,
like, not like even like in a toxic masculine way, like, oh, I was a man,
yeah.
but like, it's the fucking NBA. Like, grow a pair.
No, big
Like,
facts, big facts.
like you can't be upset or like. Also, I don't know, Jimmy, your motivational tactics on some Kobe and like Michael Jordan shit, calling teammates pussies and like being a dick at
Yeah.
practice.
It's how you inspire
Fair.
excellence.
What?
That's how you inspire excellence.
Yeah, but he's not on that level. Like, I'm not, to a certain degree. I don't know what I would take from Jimmy Butler in an NBA practice.
I get you.
Like,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Was Jimmy wrong? Because like Karl Anthony Towns 3 years ago, were like everybody on Earth was saying, "Oh, I'd build a team around him and not Anthony Davis."
Exactly.
So, uh, and he lived up to that, and I think like he has had nights this year so far early on where he looks fucking awesome
Hmm.
and has always looked awesome because he's that 30, he's like a 30, 15, and like 8 guy. He has that, he's been that.
Yeah.
But like with that, I can't, off the court you can't not be a killer. Like you have to, I don't know, he so I guess somewhere in between the lines he just does, he might not have like that intangible it that everyone talks about.
Well, I think it's
Mentality.
I was just gonna say it for him, big man in Minnesota, you're immediately gonna get compared to the great Kevin Garnett, and ain't nobody had a question if Kevin Garnett was about it. So for Karl Anthony Towns, if you show any kind of lack or hesitation of just being about it and willing to,
And he showed that. He showed the lack of being like, that's what I don't know. And you also kind of like, I don't know. You have to like be gritty to fucking play up there, nigga. It's cold as shit. It's not fun. Clubs are bad. The strip clubs all have no black men.
oh
You're looking at ice cold
man.
titties.
Ooh,
Like it's just not fun up there. You gotta have, you kind of have to have that grit, that disgustingness that KG had.
yeah, exactly.
You know,
That's what
you
it
have to
takes.
be that
Yeah.
kind of like animal. I think that's why Giannis is gonna leave. Um,
You think he's gonna pass
I
up on a super max,
um,
bro?
I
The
think
money that he would be the highest. I mean, that's every year he's gonna be the highest paid player, but it literally like what is it like 300 million or some crazy amount?
is 300 million in fucking Milwaukee as good as like 150 in Manhattan.
Yes, it's 300 million.
I I feel like money in the NBA is like the same as weed. Like after you smoke so much, there's only like you're only gonna get as high as you want, like as high as you can. Like there's no, after like a certain level of wealth
Mhm.
that like it's excess. I don't think like making that much money. I don't know like how it's. I don't think money matters that much after that point. Like because it's just all so much fucking money. I'd rather. I also like okay. I don't have. I hate the Knicks because I'm a Bulls fan.
Yeah,
Like I think they're fucking trash, and they are. Fuck last year. Um, why I think Giannis goes to the Knicks is because the way the Knicks set this roster up is like all of these big dudes are on 1 year
yeah.
contracts. So they're gonna trade all these big dudes away probably around the fucking trade deadline this year
This year,
and in the off
wow.
season.
All right.
And like, well, because think about it. What's more valuable than a big guy at the trade deadline for playoff teams? Like that's literally what everybody trades for.
Yeah, that's
I
true. That's
think
true.
I think they'll pick whichever one molds the best with the team and their vision for the future, depending on how good it is. Because again, we're talking about the fucking Knicks.
Yeah,
Like they'll pick whichever one molds best with the young guys, keep that guy, trade everybody else away, get a good pick because they're going to be bad. They're going to be in the lottery again, probably, and they're gonna have like as much money open this summer as they did like next summer. Like they're gonna have that much money to go try to get a superstar. And like even though Giannis won't get all he wants or all he deserves, I guess,
Mm-hmm.
what happens when the Knicks sign, you know, like sign a fun superstar, maybe like trade for D'Lo or maybe get Bradley Beal or someone, and then Giannis comes over and like now you're looking at a nice fun team in New York again. Like I think like I don't know. I see Giannis leaving more than I see him staying just cuz like I don't know. They kind of fucked up with like letting Brogdon go, I think.
Yeah,
I don't really love like that team isn't as complete as it was a year ago.
exactly. That guy was a 90, 50, 40 guy.
Also, yeah. like I also like I really don't know like what like you need to surround Giannis with shooting because we saw what it takes to we saw how he can be shut down
Yeah.
and like they don't have as much shooting as they did a year ago. Like I just think if the Bucks don't make it to the finals this year, I think he leaves because like at a certain point he wants to fucking win. Like doesn't he? Like
Yeah, but I mean, he's always been a guy that's like done things like in the off season. He doesn't work out with any other players. Like he's solo. He does
oh,
his
'cause he's
own
on his
thing.
Kobe shit, and he's like only training with people who have the same DNA as him.
Exactly. Like he only wears Nike sweatsuits to the games. Like he's not into that
Yeah.
designer fashion. So it's like he moves to the beat of his own drum. Clearly,
Also, I think like it depends. Like obviously, the fucking Mavs, like do they still or no? The Lakers have his fucking brother.
yeah,
Who else has his brother? Bucks have his brother.
yeah,
Someone else is gonna get the youngest one. So I think like you obviously have to look at the Lakers as like a fun, like oh,
yeah,
like look at that fucking big three.
yeah,
I don't know if I have the money for that, but I don't know. Jeannie's a crazy bitch. I'd like she'll do anything.
yeah,
I hope. And I don't know. It just depends on like what team is dumb enough to sign one of his younger brothers who will not be as good as him
yeah.
to try to get like
Try to,
next
yeah,
summer.
yeah. Try to butter him up.
Yeah.
Well, I think the one thing that needs to be noticed is I feel like a lot of people are so attached to the old school and how it was back then, and the Lakers and the Knicks and all these dynasties that were popping then. It's like
Oh
we're in
no,
a
that shit's
different we live in the TikTok age. Like
yeah.
kids don't want to do what our parents and our grandparents was doing. So that's why you got people
They
going
didn't
into
care about
over
what
the Lakers.
SpongeBob characters have shoes and who's crossing niggas up.
Exactly, exactly. That's why.
It doesn't even matter if he makes the bucket after. Did he fall?
Exactly.
I don't know. Um I'm sad about the NBA now.
You're sad? No, I love it because I just feel like it's new, it's fresh because instead of people just feeling
No,
like
no, no.
yeah,
Yeah, no, I love that. But as a Bulls fan, I immediately, I just like, I looked over and I have like a Bulls pendant on my desk and I'm fucking depressed.
yeah,
We'll never, the Bulls suck. We'll never live past Jordan. Everybody just like, oh, remember when we won 6 in a row in 90 in the
yeah.
90s? It fucking 30 years ago.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's
He
trash.
really gave y'all that much hope.
Bro, I think Michael Jordan's the worst thing that ever happened to
It
Chicago.
might be because he created this expectation that you guys like nobody's ever gonna live up to.
And it's just always been it's never technically been a good franchise
Right.
even when like he was on it
Yeah.
they just like
They just had the greatest
lucked out.
player of all time. So just like it made up for it.
Ah, ah, ah.
Uh,
What's it like being a Laker? Did you okay, we'll wrap this up with
yeah.
this. Do you love Kobe?
No.
Wow, get into it.
Well, I'm not a Lakers fan. I'm a LeBron fan. I'm on the bandwagon. That's just how it is. Like 100.
Ever since you were a kid?
Ever since I guess I was born before LeBron got in the league. So when I was really, really young, yeah, I remember like, okay, Lakers, my dad was rocking with them, so I'll rock with them. But then once I found out about LeBron, I was like, I like him. I like the way he plays. I like the essence that he gives off. I'm gonna follow him everywhere. So now that's why I'm repping for the purple and gold.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right. And did Kobe's rape do anything to help you with that?
Nah, I mean, I was so young, like I didn't even.
We weren't
Yeah,
aware of
yeah.
anal sex, let alone consent
Nah,
at that age.
nah. I just thought like
And neither was Kobe.
he.
Bingo!
Damn, I need the air horn. Damn.
I think yeah, I think a lot of people our age kind of fell into that because we were like, that's if you were into basketball,
Right.
LeBron's like early peak with that first stint in Cleveland was like when you were getting into basketball. So I
Exactly.
think
Yeah,
like
yeah.
I didn't fall into that because the Bulls played him
Yeah.
fucking what, like 6 times a year, and we always lost. Or no, well, we beat him sometimes, but when it came to playoffs, I just never fucking beat LeBron.
Right.
And then he went to Miami, and the same shit happened.
Yeah.
So like, I've always kind of like, he's one of the dudes who I hate respect. Like, I do not like him because I've never fucking won against him, but I respect the shit out of LeBron, and I think he's better than Jordan.
Thank you. That's facts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think Kawhi is better than LeBron. So that's
Oh, hold on. You can't just hit it like that. Hold on. The only reason I'm gonna hesitate is just I'm gonna say, wow, fuck, nah, that Toronto team was pretty shitty.
Yeah.
If he wins within the next 2 years,
If he
with the
wins
Clippers, I'll give it to him.
if he wins another championship, so we're talking about
Yeah.
2 in 2 years with 2 different teams. That's literally a 2K my player thing.
Yeah, yeah,
That only happens with 2K my players.
yeah. I'll give him the rings.
Also, that's never been done. If he wins, he's the first player with Finals MVPs with 2 different teams
Nah, LeBron
to
did
then. Oh yeah. If he becomes the first player
with 3, yeah, he could be the first
with
with 3. Yeah.
I mean, just what the fuck are we talking about here? Like that's just some different shit.
Yeah, no. He's on pace to do something to break a record. But until he does it, I'm still gonna ride with LeBron. Like,
yeah. No, I'm gonna ride with LeBron being the GOAT for until the All-Star break this year when the Clippers are like 50-10, and then.
Damn, you have little faith. All right, fair enough.
Bro, he's good as shit. I don't know. I mean, we'll talk about it on the next episode.
That's right. All right, so yeah, that just gonna close it out. Thank you guys for tuning in for another episode of Trash Talk. As always, make sure to show this to the people you love, the people you hate, your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother. I'm Steezy. This is
fucking Priceline Negotiator. Follow me on Instagram.
And yeah, thanks for rocking with us on this episode of Trash Talk. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.
Bitches in a mash. Wrist on me, me rock them diamonds on me dancing. When you working hard, then your money start expanding. I got model bitches wanna lick me like some candy.